This is A&M Aggies ride a 3-game win streak into this Wednesday night, and they are at home inside Reed Arena taking on the Southern Jaguars. We have it for you on the SEC Network. I'm Will Johnson, courtside with a former player in the Texas A&M. Farrell Payne jumping for Texas A&M, but it'll be the Jaguars controlling the tip, and immediately it's in the hands of Tejon Dumasi, who is preseason all SWAC, was the assist leader in the conference last year. Loose ball immediately, and Anderson Garcia picks it up. Wade Taylor to Solomon Washington. As you look at the Aggies starting five, Wade Taylor, the veteran, the all-SEC player, averaging 13 per game this season.
Really good move there by Payne. Would like to see him get more involved early on in this game as Wade Taylor facilitates.
Open look, that rattled out. Payne on the offensive glass. Blocked shot. So he's guilty of the first foul. Quick inbound to Anderson Garcia. Got a defender in the air, and he goes to the glass, to the rack for the first two.
A really good move by Andy. You know, last game he hit, or his versus Lamar, he hit a couple threes. And looks like Southern was looking at his scouting report and got a little over anxious on the shot selection.
Loose beneath the goal. On. Just a bucket for each team.
Shot clock winding down again. Looks like
recognize it. Wade Taylor does. And he rolls that home. He's 44% in the final game in Vegas. Will be very tough. And even after Vegas, A&M will host Wake Forest here, and then in Fort Worth they'll play Texas Tech. It's not just Vegas, it's everything.
Yeah, that's right. And I think this was intentional as Wade Taylor.
Oh, look at that.
That deep three. I think that's really intentional by the Aggies, right? If you remember a couple years ago, they got snubbed from the tournament, and I think Buzz and staff really wanted to be focused on playing a non-conference schedule because that's what the selection committee rewards. And so when you look at these 5 tough games, excluding the tournament, I think they have their work cut out for them, but I think it could do them a big, it will be very big for them when
hanging tough early. They've played one power conference team already. They lost to Iowa in Iowa City earlier this year. And the Jaguars grabbed the lead on the putback.
Defense a little bit.
Loose ball tipped to Wade Taylor. Now a turnover. And the Jaguars are running easy off the glass. 3-point lead after the layup by Derek Tizeno.
Aggies really need a good possession here. I'd look for them to run a set and get a clean look, easy basket, to really slow things down and kind of get them back in rhythm on offense. And no passes so far here for the Aggies on that offensive possession. Manny make defense work, make a move side to side, and not focus as much on ISO basketball here.
Way outside, but he canned it. Jordan Johnson. 4-point Jaguar lead.
That's a tough shot. Manny played pretty good defense, had a hand up. Shot that one from well beyond the line, but tough shot by the Jaguars.
Tipped away and a steal. Foul on Manny Obaseki. Told you. Dumasi, a good free throw shooter as well, 82% from the line.
And then look to shut him down.
Dumasi from Paris, France.
It's tough. It's really a gauntlet. And I think these games, especially when you have a big tournament next week, are kind of easy to look past a little bit and to think about next week. So the Aggies really need to lock in, start to get back to the basics and just execute better on the offensive end. Take care of the ball, get easy shots.
Indianapolis at Gainbridge Fieldhouse, the Boilermakers.
Who was a huge part of that team, but early season big win beating Alabama.
Ranked Ohio State team on Friday got no bump in the polls. That's a little harsh, isn't it?
Yeah, it definitely is. And I think it tells you how good the field is this year. There's a lot of really talented teams. Tough shot there.
And he got it to drop. You're right. Cam Ambery, the junior from Pearland, Texas, just drained that.
And nice drive there by Jace, taking it strong to the rack.
A hard foul, and he hit
to the rim. and get fouled. And they converted 80% of their free throws. Did just that versus Ohio State, which is a great recipe for a big win.
Well, not that time, though. Jace got the steal. Stays with the Jaguars.
This is a really good defensive unit for the Aggies right now. A lot of length and athleticism. But you got to finish the possession, man. The Aggies missed the box out. Start to build a little bit of momentum on offense.
Cam Ambery the foul. Henry Coleman in the game. He's giving the Aggies a lot of good minutes during this win streak. Wade Taylor going to the basket. Blocked shot. Jaguars are getting up around the rim.
Wiltshire with the three. There he is.
Yeah, that's a look at that stroke.
Yeah, when he comes in, his away with a little bit of a push there.
Well, they won't catch and shoot because Henry Coleman rips it away and the dunk on the other end. The Aggies on a mini spurt. They're back within 5.
That's a big guy's dream right there, getting a breakaway fast break, being able to get an easy one.
That dunk was pretty predetermined, right around midcourt, wasn't it?
Yep.
Going all the way to the basket, got that off the glass, even though it was contesting the Aggies. Wade Taylor 2 for 3 from behind the arc with the basketball now. Gets rid of it to Hayden Hefner. Hefner, defender, fell down, and he's fouled beneath the basket. As a team from the floor, shooting just 27%. Hefner gets
bad shots. We are getting a lot of offensive boards, which we continue to shoot it at this kind of. The Aggies work on defense.
Whistle as Dumasi was going to the first team preseason all SWAC. Cannot complete the three-point play. The Aggies, they have missed from inside in the key.
Again, Payne getting another possession.
Phelps missed going to the basket. Looked like Pharrell Payne was fouled as he grabbed the ring. And just 2 of 6 from the stripe. Make it 2 of 7, but they do get.
And right now, making a lot of subs, checking out different lineups to see which groups play well together.
Basket and the foul. Jordan Johnson will try. Gives the Jaguars their new Lord.
Texas A&M head coach Billy Kennedy, and then when Coach Kennedy left, he got the head coaching job. Good rebound there by Payne.
Billy Kennedy later becoming your season. Good start too.
They are, yeah. They're going to be tough to beat in the Western Conference. And the Aggies continuing to struggle from the free throw line, but
Boy, 2 of 8, Blake.
Yeah, that's not very good.
I mean, how many times can we say it? They were 80% on Friday night. Got to the line 40 times against Ohio State.
But you got to convert those, and they're just not doing that right now.
It's an 11-point Jaguar lead as we approach halftime.
Good defense there. Good contest, but again, Southern, the stat that sticks out to me right now is the Aggies have 17 offensive rebounds and 17 points. So creating a lot of second chances, but not converting those.
Well, Phelps, a jumper, and he got that to fall.
Moving the ball side to side, making the Aggies work on the defensive end. That's a tough shot. Pretty good defense by the Aggies there.
Derek Tizino, he's had
Carter tried to move his feet and draw a charge, but got a no call from the ref.
Now Carter off the back iron on the 3. May have been a push off on the rebound. They'll get Michaels.
As aggressive they play on the offensive end, they got to be able to shoot the free throw as well. And you saw
from New Orleans, Carver High School. They got them both.
On the defensive end, rather.
Lost. Demase below the basket. 14-point Jaguar lead, less than 2 minutes before halftime. Going all the way to the basket.
A little better movement here on this possession for the Aggies. There's Wiltshire with an open look, unable to convert, but another offensive rebound, another offensive rebound.
There's just not a lot of finish.
Work. 20% from 3, so
Johnson, he's been hot, but that one was way off. About a 5 to 6 second difference on the shot clock to game clock. Loose ball, it'll go back to the Aggies. Could get some numbers if you go quickly. Wilcher across the key to Jace Carter. There's the stop and the score. And now the Jaguars could take the last shot.
Yeah, the Aggies are fortunate there. I mean, that was a bit out of control, a little bit of chaos. Bodies flying on the floor. Wound up lucky to have the ball and get an easy bucket there.
Jacobs, as time expires, got it to fall. And the Southern Jack
Creating a loose ball and get a turnover. Some zone defense here by Southern.
Wade Taylor, he had 6 early fouls. You start to score with no time coming off the clock. If you can do it from the free throw line, that helps the comeback effort. But like I said, if you're going to the line, can't miss them. Well, there's no missing that dunk by Henry Clark.
Getting easy shots, not contested shots. And I'm not sure why Southern has gone to the zone. They were playing.
Well, that's the guy you can't leave open, Jordan Johnson. Back out to a 13-point lead as Phelps drives, floats, got it.
Yeah, that's when he's at his best. Those last 2 possessions were great.
Shot clock is low.
That's a great defensive possession right there. Really good help defense. Good job rotating. Here's Phelps again.
Well, that's an errant shot, but the putback by Zurich Phelps.
Got his
half largest lead, Blake, for the Jaguars in the first half was 16.
This is a great job right there, diving on the floor.
Do the Aggies want to go?
Numbers.
Do they have some numbers? Wade
Taylor,
that can really get them back into it, but an offensive rebound put back, and Solomon Washington. 50% from the free throw line. It was ugly.
Put some to 1-1. So they're going to be shooting free throws for a large portion of the remainder of this game. They need to be able to hit those if they want to capitalize.
1 of 2 there for Solomon Washington. The drive to the basket, got a violation. Actually, it just got taken away before it ran out. Wade Taylor, the dish to Solomon. Washington back to Taylor. 3 ball and 4 gives the Aggies 3.
Good rebound there by Washington.
There's another nice stroke from Jordan Johnson. There's a bump with Phelps trying to work his way toward the basket, out around the 5% from the line this year. Could not make the front end on the 1-and-1. Foul was on Andre Nunley. Dumasi got the shot blocked by Jace Carter. Wade Taylor, there was a bump as he received that pass. Going for the steal.
Over 90%, I think, career. He's high 80s.
5% for free throw percentage in a career. 1 of 2 there.
Yeah.
Jacobs in a little bit of foul trouble with 3. High for the rebound, Jace Carter.
Again, really good help defense. The Aggies were switching there. Wade Taylor with a quick 3.
Oh, and he dropped it in off the back. Johnson, he's been hot. He nearly dropped another one in, even though it was contested. A&M on the offensive now. Could get within 1 or tie it. Zurich Phelps spinning off the glass. It's a 1.
Another really good defensive possession, forcing a really hard shot for Southern.
Carter puts the Aggies up 1. First time A&M has led since Johnson. 15 points tonight. He's hit 4 3-pointers. He's getting a little colder now. He's now shot 13 times from behind the arc. And Obaseki and the foul.
Yeah, that's right in Manny's. That's what he loves. Drive, get to his left hand, and he shot the ball well from behind. Not giving any easy looks to Southern, and again another turnover forced by the Aggies. Got an opportunity on the fast break.
Blocking foul. It'll send Zurich. It's 2.
And making sure that there are no easy possessions for the Jaguars here.
And as we come back, it is a 16.
That's the kind of defense they played against Ohio State, right?
Ohio State shot.
Southern was making some tough shots, but at the same time, the Aggies have done a much.
Oh, there's just a lid on the basket now, isn't there? That rolled down, popped out.
Manny getting downhill to his left hand again. That's when he's at his best right there. He's such a good athlete, can really get to the rim.
The first half.
Yeah, again, they were making some tough shots, but I think a lot of them, they were getting too many easy looks. I think Buzz Williams would call them easy looks as they just make their first 3 of the half. Or I guess that's their second.
Floater and a nice shot. That's the freshman again, Jace DePron. It's a 4-point game. For as many offensive rebounds as the Aggies have, they're only up 14 to 6 in second chance points.
Actually converting the bucket when they're inside that charge circle.
Loose ball steal, numbers for the Aggies. Obaseki racing and a throwdown to put the Aggies up 8.
Yeah, Aggies creating points off turnovers and really making it difficult again. Here's another turnover. Jace Carter has been all over the place.
And then he's fouled from the behind, from back. Still been a rough night. Both. But an offensive rebound. Another one. Oh, Henry Coleman, a little power near the rim.
Wade Taylor with 6 assists too, so he's having a great floor game.
Henry Coleman almost had that taken away. Missed the layup, but Solomon Washington is there. Second half domination by A&M. They lead in the second half, 36 to 10.
Not a smart.
3 free throws.
Not a smart foul there. Especially in the second half of playing defense without fouling and really limiting the throws that they shot. And that's just because the Aggies are being aggressive and playing defense without fouling on the defensive end.
Lane violation. Free throw.
ISO for Henry Coleman.
Oh, look at that tip in by Anderson Garcia.
He just always seems to be in the right place at the right time. He can just get a hand on the ball. Good things happen when you're in the right place at the right time.
Such a phenomenal rebounder. And it almost sounds odd to say is that he kept that one alive, did Anderson Garcia. A season ago, if you watched Anderson Garcia, I would almost call him.
Yeah, they refer to him as the Dominican Rodman. I mean, he's just all. I think he led the SEC in offensive rebounding, or in rebounding. Here's Phelps with the breakaway, doing what he does, getting in the passing lane.
From down 14 at half to up 14 with under 2 to play. What a second half by the Aggies. This is what they'll take to Vegas with them. Gonna get a head of steam going into the Players Era Festival.
And we talked about who's likely to have 2 lottery picks next year. And so, I mean, it doesn't get easy.
And Buzz Williams did not shy away from the competition of the non-conference.
He did not, which is good. Like, I think that's really how you want to challenge your team in the non-conference. The more reps you have playing against quality teams, I think the better off you'll be down the road.
I think if you're wondering who A&M starts conference play with, that's on January 4th. I'm going to welcome an old friend and then during your career, the hiatus began. Now, they have played some.
We'll enjoy reliving that rivalry. Texas has got a good roster. I know they dropped Johnson on their team, who is an absolute scoring machine. So that'll be a fun one to have that game played back in Reed Arena again.
Stepped on the baseline. That'll turn it over. Chase DePro. A&M, the road game at Texas. They'll play them twice in league play. At home on January 4th, and then in Austin on January 25th, 3 weeks later.
That's a quick turnaround.
If I'm the schedule maker, I put an A&M Texas game somewhere in late February or even March, a little later in the week. But that's just me.
Absolutely.
Just me.
Absolutely. But the SEC is, there's a ton of talent in the SEC this year, man. You have Alabama, Kentucky, Arkansas, Tennessee, A&M. I mean, there's, look, we played them, the Aggies played them in a preseason exhibition rather, and they reloaded, right? They have a lot of returners. They lost a couple key guys, but they're still very talented. So we'll see what Las Vegas has in store for the Aggies, but it'll be a really good litmus test to see how good the Aggies are.
There, Zurich Phelps getting to the basket. Can't say it enough. What a second half by the Aggies. Was down 14 to up 17. They outscored the Jaguars in the second half, 46 to 15. That's at the moment, still 12 seconds.
Henry Coleman having some good point production is a really welcome sight for the Aggies. I appreciate you guys for having me. This is great.
Missed them both, and the Reed Rowdies roar their approval one more time. A&M will just dribble this one out. And they're going to head off to Vegas for the Players Era Festival. Oregon up first. Buzz Williams and the Aggies, a 17-point victory. And Blake, you talked about it early tonight. They need some momentum. They've got to play well. That's what they got to take with them to Vegas, and I think they'll like what they put on film.